We are live. Hopefully everything works. If it doesn't, let me know, but I think it does. We'll give it a minute or two. I am outside of Starbucks at the mall Bangkok, in the middle of the concrete jungle. And you can see, top of the morning to you, Henry. You can see they are building. They're just continuing to build, and they're getting closer and closer to finishing up this sky train. But you know, I mean, I think it's good. I don't think we'll be moving from here in the next couple of months. But at some point we are gonna move. So, you know, while it's great we got the sky train, I'm looking forward to getting out of this concrete jungle to go somewhere a little different. Good morning to everybody. Sawadee Kap. Good morning. A little bit of wind. It's a cooler day today. It's a cooler day. And I'm feeling good. And elephant in the room. I'm trying to get a little something on my head here to fall off. I don't know what the hell. It's a little skin tag. And I don't want to go to the doctor and pay like $2,000-3,000. So I just put some duct tape on my head, which supposedly works, and it's worked for me in the past. I had one on my neck. When you get a little older, you get these things. Anyway, I'm feeling good. Today is what? Today's Wednesday, so it's 16, 17, 18. Today is day 18 since I've started on the limited carb, no sugar. Thank you, Dallo. Yes, not a lobotomy. Today is day 18, and I am down 8 kilos, and I can now fit into my jeans again. So I still need to lose a fair bit of weight, but I've already lost a fair bit. Yeah, I mean, I could take a razor blade to mine. I'd rather have them zap it off than do the razor blade. It's not that big. It's not very big. If I was going to do anything, I'd put a piece of dental floss around it. But the duct tape works. I did it. I had one on my neck, and I put it on my neck, and one day I just pulled the duct tape off. I mean, it was on for like 2 days. I pulled the duct tape off, and then the thing came off. So, you know. But yeah, I feel good. I'm starting to see muscles again where I haven't seen in quite some time. I can fit into my jeans, this pair of jeans that I have on for the first time in like 5 years. So I feel pretty good. And I'm off again on Friday, this time with the wife. We're gonna go somewhere, and we'll actually be meeting up with someone there. And it should be fun. So, a lot going on right now. And we actually have a trip scheduled now to go to the United States. We're just waiting on the specifics from the kids to get the exact days they're off. And I think we're going to go to Ecuador as well. We want to check out Ecuador. So, you know, this is a little more concrete than in the past. So I feel pretty good. Anyway, I'm going to go into Starbucks in a minute, get my coffee. Today's barista are Preo and beer. So you got the A team working for Gennaro. They're working for Gennaro. But we're going to talk about... We're going to talk about why people don't come here. Good morning. Because, you know, a lot of times, I mean, I got friends, I got people acquaintances, people from the channel, they just disappear. They, you know, like my friends, it's like, I just stop asking them. It doesn't matter if they're moving here or just coming as a tourist. I go, oh, well, why aren't you coming? I'm gonna, yeah, one day. And I started thinking about it, and I was talking about it with someone, and there are a number of reasons why people don't come, but, there are scumbags that don't come because their families know they're scumbags, and that they won't be coming over to have a good time. They'll be coming over specifically to do things they really shouldn't be doing. There are other scumbags that get run out of the country, douchebags, and Thailand attracts a lot of those kind of people. Those who are not douchebags, those who are decent people, stay here and have a good life. Those who are douchebags, those who are fat twats, those kind of people, ignoramuses, those kind of people, they never make it here. They talk a lot, but they never come here. And, then there's some people, they have some really legitimate reasons, and some people come 50% of the time. Some people come 6 months, go back home. A lot of Europeans do that because, when their country gets freezing cold, they don't want to be there. But there are quite a few people that don't come here just because they'd love to come here, but they're bitches. And I don't care, if YouTube monetizes this video or not. I'll put this goddamn thing on Rumble. I think a lot of the people, they talk a lot. They talk, oh, Thailand sucks. Have you ever been there? No. Well, then shut the fuck up. Really. I get sick of hearing it. I live here. I'm allowed to criticize because you know what? I have a fair bit of knowledge about the place. If I want to criticize, I can do that. I got some things going on. I got one of these on me right now, which is a glucose monitor. Thank you, Fidelity. And my glucose, at first, when I first started about a week ago, it wasn't really high, but it was at the upper level of where it should be. And now I've got the glucose levels of a I can't say it. Of some teenage athlete. So my levels are good. I'm very happy, and I'm very happy with the way that this goes because you know what? Eating like this, I'm eating once a day, and it's very easy now. I have a bulletproof coffee in the morning, or I just have an espresso, or I just have a tea, or something like that. And then in the afternoon, I have a nice lunch, and that's it. And I don't feel real hungry. I don't feel like, oh, I missed the sugar, nothing. It's fantastic. I feel really good. So anyway, I was talking to Jono, who I spent some time with Fidelity and another guy in Pattaya. And we were talking about it, and what it does when you just cut out all the carbs, like, oh, I don't want, mashed potatoes or all the bread and all the noodles and all that. It really, it puts you in a different area of food. Like you can only eat certain things. It kind of eliminates things, and you really just know, okay, I got to eat this. It just makes it much easier. There's not as much to choose from, and I like that. We ate at the Hilton, and it was easy. I was just like, okay, I can eat this, I can't eat that. There's no rice. I don't eat rice. I haven't eaten rice in a month, at least. I don't eat rice, and if I can't eat something, I'll just wait longer. When I was in Pattaya, I didn't eat until 6, 7 o'clock at night. From the previous day, which was either 6, 7 at night or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's not a problem. And like I'm going to be taking a train, and it's going to take a while. It'll go through my time when I eat, so I'm just bringing a Tupperware thing of some bacon and some chicken, and I'll have a can of smoked mackerel. I'm loving it. What I really, really love is the fact that I can fit into my clothes a little better and they're not quite as snug. You know, I'm not sitting here with my gut bursting out and I'm like, I gotta unbutton the top button. Feels good. Anyway, let me go inside. I'm gonna get a coffee, even though I don't really need one. I'm gonna go in and get one and we'll sit down and start chatting. Not too many people in here today. A couple just came in. Oh, yeah. Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
All right. All right, let me see if I got everything squared away here. This should work. Soy Succumbit 11. I don't know where you saw me, maybe walking around or whatever. Thank you very much, John. You are the first of the day. Choke V to you, choke V to everybody else. It's a little bit cool out today. Let's go over and say hello to Miss Preo. Can I have a doppio, please? Thank you. You want to say hello to your fan club? Say hello to your fan club. Hello to my fan club. Do I have to do anything? I've stopped eating the food here because I don't think they have anything here that is keto. Nothing. Or even low sugar, low, you know. I mean, you could, yeah, nothing. Yes? Oh, what do I gotta do? Stick the, hold on. Okay. Donuts are good? No, thank you. No donuts for me. What is the problem? ICC reset error. Okay.ถ้าไม่ได้อะผมจะไป ATM ก็จะให้กาแฟแล้วก็เวลาเสร็จจะไป ATM แล้วก็ให้เงินบอกว่าไม่มีเงินสดโอเค Okay, thank you. They have problems with their machines. I don't know what the deal is with them. All the time. All right. What is this? Yeah, I put apple cider vinegar on mine. D. Houston. It's only 11 Celsius in Melbourne. Wow. Yeah, you want to have a... Yeah, well, I'm not going to say anything about the colonoscopy. You know what? Maybe I could give it... Hang on a second. I don't want to have to go. Donuts are good. Yeah, that, you know, that's just like people hacking into your bank accounts and on your card and all that kind of stuff's not cool. I need to give this, I'm going to give my Amex to her. I know that should go through unless her machine is just totally screwed. You know, I lost 2 of my cards. Oh, hang on a second. All right. No, I'm not gonna try Snickers with coffee now. It's not gonna happen. Nothing stopped you. Well, that's good. But you know, there are a lot of people that have been stopped by whatever. Big family. Anyway, so, you know, obviously I was in Pattaya this past week, and it wasn't all that busy, but you know, of course the bars were busy. But what I noticed, and I'm not the only one who has noticed this, is that the vast majority of people are older. So I did a check, and as of about a month ago, the top 5 nationalities that are coming to Thailand now are Malaysian, Indian, Laotian, Cambodian, and Singaporean. They don't tend to be Americans, Brits, Australians, and you know, yeah, some people come. I mean, out of all the people that I've talked to online over the years, I'd say maybe 20% make it. And maybe it's because of the change in their life. You know, they've gotten older, now they're getting ready to retire, or they had a divorce and they have the money, they sold their house, now they got money, they can afford to do it. I don't know what it is, but it's not like it was in the past where people just willy-nilly came like me. I mean, I was just like, listen, I'm gonna sell my business. I made a deal with a guy, boom, I was on a plane in a month. There was nothing stopping me. So that's kind of my thing here is, what is stopping people from coming here? Is it the price of airline tickets? I mean, if you're a tourist, okay, I understand. If you're going to be an expat, I don't understand. Because you're going to have to pay at some point to get over here. So obviously fear is one of the things that stops people. Familial obligations. Whether you're a stupid old grandfather who doesn't want your grandkids thinking that you're a pervert because you came to Thailand, whether you don't want your family to think, oh, he's going to Thailand, we know what happens there. Listen, if that's going to stop you, then anything will stop you from doing anything. I mean, you'll allow people to dictate where you go and what you do, and that's just bitch-like. Like I said, fear, money. However, you know, that's a small hack, really, in the end. I mean, it is a difficult hack, but once you crack it and you understand, hey, I got to make a little bit of cash here. You got to stay afloat. And you really should have some cash when you come. You need some working capital. And I think in the days of the backpackers, you know, they just came here for as long as their money lasted. Maybe they made a little money. Maybe they worked in a guest house and, you know, they got to stay there for free, whatever it is. But who wants to do that long term? Maybe it's because of responsibilities. If you got a lot of responsibilities, you own a big company or small company, you own a couple of houses, you got a wife and kids, you got grandkids, it isn't easy just to pick up and say, I'm leaving. But I know numerous people who have done it. So it's not impossible. And then there's just the lack of desire. Some people, they just don't want to move. They don't want to go anywhere. They're happy to live. They grew up in, the middle of Idaho somewhere, and they're very happy there. They don't want to move. They have no desire to leave, to go anywhere. They'll live in a one-horse town. And then maybe they just have a great lifestyle. And I know quite a few people who have really good lifestyles. They have a good life back in the States, and they don't hate the United States. That's what I said the other day. Like you're talking about paradise. To some people, the United States is paradise. You can find paradise anywhere if you have the right mindset. Well, you never know, Gennaro. You don't know. You may stay here for years and years and years. Listen, the wife and I are seriously talking now about, first we're going to go back to the States. That'll be in the first half of the year. And from Miami, we do plan on going to Ecuador. All of us, we're all gonna go. The kids need to go too. So we want to go, and then the reason we want to go is to show the kids, a different part of the world that they've never been to, completely different culture. And for us, we want to, I'm going to do a lot of research, but we also want to get the lay of the land, see how things are, see if we really like it there, see some of the prices, and we may make a move there at some point. It might be for a few, it might be in 2 years, I don't know. But we are seriously contemplating it now. So I might be, hi, I'm Scott, I'm an American in Ayampa, or I'm an American in, Guayaquil? Something like that. Well, I don't go to the bars. I don't have that problem. I don't have a problem of never having anything to do. Maybe that's one reason why I travel. That is a hobby, and I have other hobbies too. So I mean, some that you guys don't even know about. Alana? Okay, my friend. Maybe we should go over and say hello to Beer as well. She's the one who likes to be on camera. Hello, Beer. Oh, you have your little Starbucks bows in your hair. Oh. Why you don't have yours? Me choppa. This thing's no good, huh? Pui ying soy, tinai duai. อะไรนะ ที่นี่ด้วย Oh. It's not my card. It's your machine. Why? I give you 2 cards, cannot use any. You have, maybe you don't have internet. I can scan after. It's all right. I don't have to go. ครับยังก็รอแล้วผมไม่รู้ไม่รู้ Carlos is here, eh? Carlos, how you doing? Where are you, Carlos? What's today? Today's the 14th. Oh, you're not here yet. There we go. was saying to Preo today that she's not giving me the brush. She knows I don't give a shit. She knows I don't care. We had a nice conversation this morning before the stream started. And you know, she acknowledges that there's a lot of new people and some people don't like that. So I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one who doesn't particularly like, you know, I don't want to see it. Who likes to see that? You're dealing with somebody all the time and you know, you get to be friends with him. You know, you get to know him a little bit, and you come in and you know, you do your thing. They know you. They know what you like, and they, you know, you have a little 5-minute conversation. It's nice. And then all of a sudden, there's some new guy. Hey, Scott, how are you? And I'm like, who are you? You know. So I you know, especially at a coffee shop, I think you need to keep the same people. It's better to pay them a little more and keep the same people than to have a big turnover. Carlos, God, you're gonna be here and I think I'll be gone. I'm leaving on the 16th. On Friday, we're leaving. And we'll be gone for, I don't know, 5 days, 10 days, I don't know, depends. So maybe I'll be back by the time you come, but I don't know. Anyway, before I leave, I may go down to Mary Jane's to see what they have with that peanut butter stuff. Anyway, let me see here. You know, like I said, over the years, coconut water, keto friendly, not really. Sorry, no coconut girl. Some people call half a coconut has 13 grams of healthy fat and 2.5 grams of net carbs, but I don't know how many. Let me see something here. I think the flesh is. Let's see here. There's a debate on whether it really is, so I'm not eating them. I'm not having monk fruit, stevia, and the only reason I'm not having that stuff is because it makes you fart. It gives you a lot of gas. Anyway, let me go on here. Like I said, you know, the thing is about people who say they're going to come here and they don't fulfill their goal. They don't, and you know, I understand it's not always easy and things fall through. Things happen and, you know, it just prevents you from coming or whatever. But there are people, there's no reason why they can't come here other than the desire not to come here. All right, you're in the PI. But, you know, so many people over the years and even recently, man, I got to get back there. I'm going there. And then they never come. 2 years they don't come. It's not right now. And why are the younger people not coming in mass here? Because they're going elsewhere. They don't need to come here. They don't need Thailand. But you think younger people can't get laid? I mean, come on. And I think that some people come here for a holiday. They come once, maybe they come twice, and then they go, okay, I've been there. That's the same as me. I've been to places. I don't want to go back many, many times. And if I do, there's usually a reason for it. Like, you know, oh, my wife is there. My girlfriend is there. I met this girl. So they come back. But once they don't have that reason, then they stop coming. Ah, screw that, I'm going to the Philippines. You know. But like I said, not as many youngsters are coming here. And by youngsters, I mean college-age kids up to, 30 or so. And maybe it has to do with the younger, if you're a younger person, like, even me, I was 30, I just turned 32 when I moved here. And the only reason I did it was because I thought, if I fail, I'm young enough, I can go back and I'll start all over again. But, it'll be a 1-year gap. That's what I thought. I'll give myself a year. It'll be a 1-year gap in my resume, and I'll just go, yeah, I took a year off. I wanted to see the world. I took a year off. It was good for me. Okay, let's talk business, But that's the kind of thing that most people do, like in their gap year or something like that. But okay, I figured I could get away with it. But now I don't see nearly as many people. Most of the people I see coming over here and moving here for sure are older people. I mean, look at it. The group of guys that I hung out with this weekend were all as old as I am or older. They're all retired. They're all, on pensions, whatever. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. I say 6 months on, 6 months off, whatever. Okay, 9 months in Florida. And Florida's a good place to live. For some people, there are places in Florida that are fantastic. So, if you get past, oh, this place sucks, I don't like the president, I don't like if you get past all that bullshit, then you just concentrate on what's important. I mean, yeah, there's some changes that are going on that people don't like, but there are changes going on here. You think, really, there are changes going on in Thailand that a lot of people don't like. Yo, soy dog, cowboy. What's happening? But, eventually, even, I really like Thailand. All good, man, all good. I really like Thailand, but like I was saying earlier, we're going to come back to the States April, May, June. I'm not sure yet. Probably April or May. It depends, because Alex has to work, has to intern. Nicholas is in school, and he's working. They got their own lives going on, but we're like, you have to, it's nothing, no big deal. So when they get out, then it's like, we'll go to the States and make a little trip to Ecuador. And, my friends that live there are like, oh, you should spend a month here. I don't know if we can swing a month. Have a nice place to stay. And it's right on the beach. I know a couple people there who know their stuff. They know the place quite well. And so it might be nice to check it out and, see, okay, can I see myself living here? Can I really see myself living here? And the good thing is that the wife goes with me. And she can gauge, does she like the place? I don't think everywhere sucks. I mean, you have good things and bad things. There are some things that suck and some things that are fantastic. I like Boca. To me, Boca's excellent. Boca, Fort Lauderdale, I like it. I like both those places. You prefer Fort Lauderdale. I don't really remember all that much because I haven't been, you know, spending a lot of time there in the last 30 years. But they're both good places. This place is filling up. There's probably 15 people in this place now. Orlando tomorrow night, then headed to the Keys until New Year's. Yeah, I like the Keys. Isla Morada Key, Matacumbi, Key Largo. I like those places. What is it, Big Pine? I think it's Big Pine. I like those places. But I really don't want to live in the United States. And the good thing, oh wow. Yeah, I like that area. The good thing about going to Ecuador is we can figure out the ins and outs there. You can get a little on the ground experience, and it's fairly easy. You spend a little bit of money. It's fairly easy to get your citizenship, to get residency, to get citizenship. Far easier than it is here. Much, much easier. And they have all kinds of deals where older people benefit from the system. So I'm anxious to go and just check it out, you know. Hey, do me a favor. I haven't said anything yet, but please leave a thumbs up. If you're gonna do a PayPal, PayPal in Thailand ends on, well, tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day. And so I'm gonna have to switch my account to my wife, but it'll still be the same email address and everything else like that. Until I go to the States, maybe I'll figure something out when I go back. So everything's the same, but here in Thailand, a lot of people will be out of luck. They won't be able to use PayPal. So that kind of sucks. They're doing it because of the Thai government. The Thai government wants everybody to be accountable, and they don't like that foreigners just do it. I understand it, you know, but still, they're trying to curb the terrorism and all that other kind of stuff. Lots of Aussies moving to Bali. I like Bali quite a bit. When I was there, I thought, yeah, I could see myself living here. I don't know, you know, because I only spent a week there or something like that. I don't really remember how long it was, but I think it was about a week, maybe 10 days. So yeah, if you're going to open a PayPal account here, you need to have a Thai ID card. Anyway, let me continue. Please smash that like button. Subscribe if you have not done so already. I'd appreciate that. And look down in the description. There's a lot of ways you can help support the channel. Or you can just view the streams, view the videos. There are a couple of videos coming up this weekend. Get back to the trip videos, and also a Pattaya video. So, you know, that'll be nice. And then, like I said, I'll be traveling. I will be streaming at some point in the next week from a new location. And no, it's not Chiang Mai. No, it's not by some beach. You know, I gotta say Thailand, but I don't know, obviously, Indonesia and Bali specifically nearly as well. From what I know of Indonesia, the other parts of Indonesia, I mean, there's a lot to do there, as much or more than in Thailand. So I could see it maybe getting the edge, but for me, it's still got to be Thailand. But for me, the big question is, what happened to the gonads on guys in the United States? Where are their balls when it comes to, they're 22 years old. Where are their balls where they're going, listen, I'm going to do something in the world. I've got a skill, or I've got some skill. I'm going to put it to use. I'm going to go somewhere. I don't want to just be in my home country. I want to branch out and see the world. Or I want to start something in the States and then make it a multinational company or international company. And I want to branch out and see the world. I don't know. I don't see nearly as many. It just seems to me that in the old days, people were more apt to go, all right, I'm taking off. You know, like Johnny Appleseed. I can use Zelle because I have 2 accounts in the U.S., but 1 account has Zelle. So I can use Zelle. I have the CASHAPP, but not everybody can use the CASHAPP. I don't think Australians can use the CASHAPP. And for some reason, I can't use Venmo. I don't know why. I don't know what the deal was. I got no idea. I tried to sign up, and they put me through all the way, and then they said there's a problem. Try back later, and I kept trying back, and then nothing worked. So, but Zelle is great. Apple Money is great. If you're an American, you can use, I don't know about other countries, but you can use your Apple Money and transfer the money to your bank account or whatever, and you can be here. But there's no place that takes Apple Money in Thailand yet, as far as I know. I think if you can make it in Bangkok, you can make it anywhere, baby. But probably New York as well, you know. I mean, I hear people bitching and moaning about the United States. I mean, a lot of people. And I understand. There's a lot of things going on that are questionable, we'll say. But there's a hell of a lot of people that want to go there. And there's a reason why. So my thing is, listen, what happened to all the celebrities who said, I want to leave? You're bad and let me see that. Let me see. She's got a sweatshirt on that says, I'm bad and I'm beautiful. I know you're bad. You're bad, I know. Yeah, bye. She must like thinking she's bad and beautiful. I don't know where she's going. I think I missed it. Yeah, if you can make the rent in New York City, I mean, that's the thing about rent. Here, rent is dirt cheap if you want it to be. I mean, if you really want to, you can, for $100, you could stay here. You get a little rat hole for $100 a month or something, even less. Now you can't get medication in the U.S. back orders for up to a month. Wow, that sucks. That's a problem, obviously. Supply line issues, ingredient issues. There's so many problems back there, but I mean, I understand things happen. Here you go, Gennaro, another barista coming in. Lots of barista here today. And they're still playing the same music that's been playing for the last, ever since they started the Christmas music. This is the exact same music that they've been playing. So, well, let's face it, probably 50% of the people come to Thailand for the barista. How's the ganja scene in Thailand? Still great? I mean, in Pattaya, I mean, the little places are everywhere. I saw a stream yesterday, my buddy Steve, he's in Hua Hin, and There's weed being sold everywhere. They don't care. They're selling it in markets at little tables and little plastic tables, plastic chairs, and they got their wares out on the table. They're selling it, just a little stall. So right now, it's the Wild West here. A pound of chicken wings for 13 bucks. I don't know how much a pound of chicken wings is here because I don't usually eat chicken wings. Although my wife made some the other night for the boys, I didn't eat any because I had already eaten. I'm not eating with them now because I eat at about 2:30, 3 o'clock every day. And maybe when they're having dinner, I'll have a hot tea. And, so I just sit with them. I have a hot tea. I watch them eat their food, and they've had some really good food the last couple of days. But, 78 baht a kilo. Holy shit. Yeah, so that's a huge difference. Well, that's a good reason for people to come here, is because, and I've said it for a long time, it's the reason why I stayed here, and that is value. I was attacked by a shoe, with the shoe. When was I attacked with a shoe? Yeah, I saw that, Andy. No boinking before you get married. /1. I didn't get attacked. Well, they're still selling at these places. And to some people, this place, obviously, I've said it before, not to drill it into the ground, but for some people, they really view Thailand as absolute paradise. It's the best place on the planet. And it's great. I mean, it is great. It's really nice. There's a lot of good things here. And one of the good things is the people. If you're decent to them, they're always decent to you. Some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Now, if you're difficult or you're an asshole, then obviously they're not so good. And I gotta say, I went in and got my drone all legalized the other day, which was a bit of a haul to get to the place. I went for a particular reason to this one place, but they set me up. And one of the concerns is, where did you get the drone? Where did you buy the drone? Well, I said, no, my friend gave it to me. But, they were like, okay, we know that you're not lying. Here you go. And what they do is they just give you a receipt. It says you bought it in Thailand. And so that was the only sticking point. And it was like 2,000 baht, a little bit more than 2,000 baht. 2,313 baht to be exact. And so I will be, I brought the drone to Pattaya. You guys will see. Some of you have already seen. And I will be bringing it to Chiang Mai. So. Well, I don't know why you're paying $1,750 a month in Oregon. I don't get that. I thought Oregon was a fairly inexpensive place. And an apartment for $100 a month. When were you renting the apartment where it was $100 a month? Because the only apartments here in this area now that are $100 a month you'd be living pretty rough. I mean, our place is like $200 a month, and it's a townhouse, so I guess it's possible, but I look around, I don't see anything. Run, Rudolph. Oh, you know what? I may go there, Tom, and there's a reason why. I may go there because they have the elephant shit coffee there. They really do. Now, it's a bit pricey. This is Run Rudolph. Sounds like Johnny Be Good. I think it's, what's his name? Chuck Berry. Patia Bob recently received his new Words of Thailand shirt. He likes it. He said fits very well. The size is what it's supposed to be, and it's a very soft shirt, and there's some pop to the shirt. So here is the link to that shirt. I'm going to put it up. There we go. Get yours now while supplies last. Where are we here? Okay. What was I going to say? Oh, one thing that I found very interesting is I filled all the documents out yesterday with the DJI store. I filled all the documents out in black. They gave me a pen, but it was like a little cheap pen. It was in blue ink, and I was like, just use my pen. A nicer, a nicer feel to it. I thought, So I filled out all the papers, and the guy goes, "Very sorry, sir, but the Thai government wants everything in blue, so that when we copy it, you can tell the difference between the inks or whatever." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I had to fill out all the different papers again. It was like I haven't signed anything so many times in probably 5 years. Some lemon or lime water supposed to be good. Yeah, I like making like just regular old tea and throw a couple of limes in there and let it sit there. What is this side of the game? I don't have any lemon in here now. I got coffee. When I go home, I got real lemons. Got a couple real lemons. And yeah, so anyway, I'm taking a train up north on Friday. And where I end up, I don't know. Even my wife is like, "Dude, I don't know how long we're gonna stay. We have an open, we don't have to get a round trip or whatever." She's like, "We'll just go back when we feel like going back." I said, "Okay." So that's great. And we're gonna be joined by a couple of people. So that'll be nice. We'll have some people with us. Thank you very much, Mr. Andy. Thank you to the Aussie Posse. You have a shout out coming up. There is a shout out in the Patia video coming up from Fidelity Quester to several people. So you'll hear that probably on Sunday night. I think that's how it's going to work, Sunday night. The trip video will go on Friday again. It was a little difficult to get it finished because I was in Patia this past Friday. And I may put a drone video up. I don't know. I'm a little apprehensive about that, but anyway, got a lot of good footage. And then, like I said, I'll get some stuff up north. And man, I tell you what, having that big drone that I have, the Phantom 4, it's a real hassle. getting that thing around. I mean, even just going across town and flying it somewhere, it's heavy. You got to carry all the batteries. The batteries are huge. It's difficult. It was difficult with that thing. But this thing, it's like the size of my phone. It's just a little bit thicker. It's so light. And you just carry the batteries and you carry the batteries, you carry the controller. It doesn't take up all that much space. And well, I don't think you should make videos that are really, really drone heavy unless there's a good reason for it. I definitely think it adds to the videos. I wish I would have had my drone in Laos, but I didn't get any message back from the government until I was in Laos. So, but anyway, I know a lot of people in this stream. They either already come here, they're planning for their retirement here, or they're planning to come here and possibly retire. Okay, Scott, and all I've got to do is go and visit my mom at the nursing home. I'll tell her she's won the lottery again. That always cheers her up. If I were her, I'd go, show me I've won the lottery again. That's something too that I know that, with the exception of the trip videos tend to attract a little bit younger crowd, but the streams tend to attract a lot of the same very loyal, very appreciated viewers, and they tend to be a bit older, and they're growing older with me. And when you get to around 50, 60 years old, that means if you still have your parents are growing old. And that's, for me, that's a big concern. And it was my wife who said, listen, we got to get home. We got to get back to the States, no matter what it takes. We have to go back. They're your family. They're not going to be around forever. You better get home, or you're going to feel bad if you don't. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. Now the whole COVID thing seems to be dwindling, and so I think it's a good time, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm also looking forward to going and seeing just what kind of a vibe there is in the United States right now. I personally, what I remember when I went there, I was a bit shocked at the prices. I'll probably be even more shocked when I go back, because prices have risen. But I expect that. But I am looking forward to going back. What is it with you guys in pimp? I don't get it, honestly. I understand she's a Thai chick, she's nice. Some guys might think she's cute and all that kind of stuff. But dude, why are you bringing her up all the time? Oh, it's an epic. It would be epic. What's epic? Tell me what's epic. She's got her gig, I got my gig. It's very simple. And I ain't going to no Christmas party. Sorry. Call me the Grinch if you want, I don't care. And where are you, B. Moron? Where are you? Are you in Thailand? Curious to know. Inquiring minds would like to know. Or are you sitting somewhere, wishing you could be here? I just don't get it. She's some chick who came in during one of my Luang Prabang streams. I don't know how many people she has following her on Twitter. Oh, God. Yeah, don't bring her up again, B-Ron, if you want to be able to come into the chats, please. Nothing against her. I liked her. I only talked to her for 5 minutes or whatever. And I think she she's got her, like I said, she's got her own gig going on. Good for her. But I don't get the whole, you know, ooh, we'll hook up with Pim, meet up with her and have an epic stream. You guys don't know, I don't really hook up with anybody. I don't care who they are. I got people that got 500,000 subscribers that have asked me to stream with them, and I just go, nah, I really don't want to. She's got her thing going on there. I mean, you know, she's into it. I don't know how she operates, and I'm not gonna watch her. I don't give a shit about who streams in Thailand. Honestly, people think I'm just joking. I don't give a shit. It's rare that I ever watch anybody, and what I do watch is usually MMA, people talking about MMA, documentaries about whatever it might be, and that's about it. You know, I don't like the whole TikTok thing. I don't like any of this. I don't like anything. Cancel Christmas. I don't like Christmas. Oh, God. I'm not your dude either. Sorry. If anything, you're my dude. But I ain't your dude. No offense. Oh, God. You know, I used to live in Udon Thani before it was developed. Yes, she was the vlogger I met in Laos, and she was very nice. She's great. I liked her. But do I want to like stream with her? No, I don't care. I'd rather stream by myself, honestly, or I'd rather do videos by myself most of the time. There's very few people that I would want to stream with. Although now they have this thing in YouTube, which I said something about it the other day. You can start a live stream and invite people in. And then, so Gennaro, if you wanted to come on and have a chat, you can come on. I can just invite your channel to come on. And once I started a live stream, it would bring you into my channel. And we would be able to talk and converse and whatever. It can be anybody. But obviously, I won't do it with people that I don't know. And what I find is, no offense, but I don't really need anybody else. I wanted to get Chucky in, but he had to leave before we could schedule anything. I mean, we met the day before he left. We met up here at Starbucks at night, at like 7 o'clock at night, because he'd been so busy being the social butterfly, or, you know, traveling around, doing whatever he does. But it does add a new dimension to YouTube, and I think it's good, especially for the people who like doing that. I know some people, I've met some people online and off, that's the kind of thing they do, and that's all they do. All they do is live streaming. They got 3, 4, 5 people in their stream, and I think what YouTube is trying to do is to take away the use of companies like StreamYard, what is it, Melon, and then there's what is it, OB, what the hell is it? I forget what it is, OBX or whatever it is. And Stream something. They have a couple of them. There's like 4 or 5 of them. And I think what YouTube is trying to do is to capture that aspect of the market, so that people are not using third-party software to be able to live stream. I don't know. That's just what I think, but it is available now. So for those people who are live streaming whenever, if they are live streaming, that's something that you can use, you know. And I want to try it. I may try it out with Chucky when he's stable and in one place and he's not moving around, I may try it with him to see how it works. Because I know a lot of people want to see Chucky. Anyway, what else do we have to say? What's the temperature right now? How's the weather? .76 degrees Fahrenheit, 24 Celsius here in Bangkok. Partly cloudy, mostly sunny right now, partly cloudy later in the week. And the Thai baht, I don't know, it was about 34.6 or something before the stream. Let me see here. I should put a button that just lets you switch. 34.62. Prism Live Studio, I've never heard of it. I don't think a lot of people realize just how much work it is to get like guests to come on, and I don't know. Certain guests, okay, but I don't want to bring people on that really have nothing to offer. Oh, this looks good. It's got mobile. So I'll take a look at that. Thanks, Andy. Choose between 3 modes: live stream, video, and photo. I haven't ever heard of this, which shows you how much I'm into this stuff. All I have to offer is good weed and cold beer. Yeah, isn't that the, what is it called? Oh, what do they call that? What's the name of that show? Intervention. Isn't that this song, the theme song from Intervention? What can I do with Prism Live Studio? Create live broadcast, film and edit videos, and take pictures. I'm gonna have to look at this. It looks pretty good. Anyway, staying on track with the theme of this stream. I thought it was intervention. I could be wrong. If you were someone, now I don't want to keep linking it back to the guy who said this place is paradise, because in his view it is paradise. So I should understand he's got his own view on it. I don't always agree, but if you're not here and you keep saying that this is the place you want to be, what is stopping you from getting here? Because once I realized, man, I want to get out of here. I want to have a life. I was making good money. I had my own business. I was a broker, printing broker, but still I was making good money. And I had a nice girlfriend, nice looking girlfriend. I had things going on. I just said, I don't want it. I don't know what it was. Just one day, it was meat. There was a fishing place. It was really weird because they provided tropical fish to put in tanks for hotels. They did that. They installed, the big fish tanks. But they also sold fish, like fish to eat. They got them in every day, early 4 o'clock in the morning. By 2 o'clock they were shut. They had delivered all the fish to the restaurants. This is in the Palm Springs area. And there was a guy that used to come out. I think, I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. Some people might not have heard it, for what it's worth. But there was a guy who came out and he said, we were talking about, oh, I really want to go to Thailand. Oh, I really want to do this. I really want to do that. We're talking, you know, we just were hanging out, talking. And the guy said, oh, well, every year, you know, we have a downtime here, and I get like 3 months off. I go to Bali. And what I do is I buy all kinds of things from Bali, and then I ship them back. And some of the stuff was like furniture. He said, I send it back, and some of the time I've already got the stuff sold. Because he, you know, over the years he had gone there several times. He said, I go there, I have this stuff come back, my trip is paid for, I make money. And I was like, wow, man, there's gotta be a way to do that. You know, so he got me thinking. And then a lot of the fighters would say, the Dutch fighters would say, when I was training in Holland, they would say, well, there was 2 guys specifically. They would say, Scotty, when you're gonna go to the Netherlands? Have many perks there. And I was like, huh, what kind of perks? I knew nothing about Bangkok and Thailand and the women and all that. I didn't know anything about it. And so them prodding me and me feeling more confident in traveling, and then hearing this guy tell me about Bali, I actually started thinking about Bali. I was like, maybe I should go to Bali. But as some of you may remember or may not remember, I was living in this little studio. Well, it was a 1-bedroom, but it was a small, very small 1-bedroom, almost a studio, in Riverside. Was it Riverside? Yeah, Riverside. I hated the place. I was driving back and forth to work an hour and a half each way every day. I hated what I was doing. And there had been, at this time I did not have my own business. I had not started it, and I was still working for someone out there in the desert. But there was a girl that lived next door to me, and she was from Indonesia. And for some reason, I just didn't particularly vibe with her. Her little sense of humor didn't click with mine. I just thought, she's not my cup of tea, you know. So I started thinking about Indonesia, and I just was like, maybe I'd rather go to Thailand because they got Muay Thai. I know a little bit more about it. And then that's why I ended up coming here. So, stiletto heels can leave long cuts on foreheads. There you go. You figured it out. What can I say? Is that all you guys ever think about? Coups? That's from Sopranos, if you don't know. So, you know, but by the time I said, I knew I wanted to do more, but by the time I said, I need to do this, I figured out I can't do it a traditional route. I'm gonna have to figure something out, and I negotiated a deal. Now, he ended up screwing me around, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. It got me to where I am. No, I wasn't in the Coast Guard. He was the one wearing them, tripped and fell. Don't ever say that, Gennaro. I mean, no offense, but that's disgusting. Really. Yeah, you know, I didn't think of it that way. I was kind of like, okay, where do I want to go? And then venture out from there as, you know, as a hub. And I thought Bangkok would be better than Jakarta or Bali or any of these other places. That's why I did it. Now, looking back, there's part of me that's like, what would have happened if I lived in Japan? Probably would have ended up going back home. And then there's, you know, I think sometimes what would have happened if I went to Bali and just explored all the islands? Because there's a lot of islands that people never go to, and they're fantastic islands. There's may not be all that much to do, but they're beautiful. There's great beaches, you know. Anyway, be prepared. There's more stuff coming up. Good stuff. Good little trip video coming up. If you like it, please share it. Spread the word. Get it out there. Like I said, Patia video, maybe a drone video, I don't know. Oh, the mall is now open. Not full time though. Not the full mall. Just a grocery store and pharmacy. Myanmar is open. Yes, you can go back there. Part of me would like to go, but there's only so many places that I can visit. And I got too many places on my list to go back there right now, you know. Yeah, you haven't been there, right? You haven't been to the Philippines yet. You'll probably like it. Most people do. I liked it. I just like Thailand more. Actually, I have a friend who I reconnected with. I reconnected with him after, you know, I mean, since high school. I haven't seen him since high school, talked to him since high school. I reconnected to the guy. That guy ended up, when he was 18 years old, he went to Clark Air Force Base. So this would be about 40 plus years ago. It was still open. He went to Clark Air Force Base and said, man, it's fantastic. The girls are fantastic. It's awesome here. He loved it. You know, and eventually I got there. And while I really like it, and there's some great things, and I know there are certain places that are absolutely stunning. The vibe is great, you know, yada, yada, yada. He went into the service. He was in the Air Force. And that's where they stationed him. But I don't know. And, you know, like I said, people are in different stages of their life. If you're really young, it's easy, and you have no responsibility, or very few responsibilities, it's easy to get up and take off and go. And then, if you really like a place and you want to stay there, you try to stay there. If you don't, you just move on. And you go back home eventually. It's no problem. If you're older, it's not quite so easy because you might be, you know, you might be married, you got children, the wife's like, oh, what are you going to Thailand for? Oh, well, yeah, I'm going to see my friend. He lives there. Oh, really? Your friend? What are you going to do at night? You know, some wives won't allow you to go. Some guys are like, they can't get away. You know, the famous thing is, a lot of guys that I know who have come here have said, oh, I'm going scuba diving in Thailand. It's fantastic scuba diving. And I heard about a guy who, what he would do is he would say, I don't remember where he said he was going golfing, if it was in Pattaya or where it was. He'd say, I'm going golfing. And what he would do is he would go one time him and his buddy would go one time onto the course. He would have, say, a blue shirt and white shorts on. He would take a photo with his buddy out on the golf course. And then he would change his clothes 2 or 3 times and get pictures. He'd have the caddies take pictures of them. You know, oh, thumbs up, yeah, all right. We really like playing here, you know, whatever their captions were back home. They would send it back home. What they would do is they'd go somewhere else. I think this was in the United States, and then they would take off and go to Vegas. I think that's what it was. Can't remember the story. I think it was either Jono or Fidelity who told me that story. But, you know, there are reasons why people can't go. I understand, but I think at some stage, if you really want to, you'll do it. So, you know, the same thing goes to be, you know, it could be anywhere. It doesn't have to be Thailand. It could be Ecuador. It could be Portugal. It could be Costa Rica. It could be Albania. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. It doesn't mean they won't speak Tagalog in front of you, though. So, anyway, good deal. If you're feeling stifled, do something. Stop talking about it. Do something. Stop thinking about it. Do something. Get off your ass. Figure it out. It's not that big of a deal. Figure it out. Or plan for it. Set a goal. Plan for it. You know, listen, Jono planned for it for 10 years. I know other guys that have planned for 2-3 years. I don't know where Bruce is, but he planned. He set everything up. And he did it. Well, I can say that too. Shit or get off the pot. You know, it's like the whole thing. Oh, I should go to the gym. Yeah, I should do that. Do it. Just do it. It's the mental approach. You gotta get your mind right. You know? And I know some people may hate to hear that. And you know, I'll tell you what really started me on this. And you guys may know this guy. I'm going to just say his name. I don't give a shit. I'm not trying to give a shout out or anything. I don't know the guy. I've never met the guy. Never talked to the guy at all. The name of his channel is Hobo Traveler. And I used to hear him say, I'm in, where was he? Togo, Africa. And you're not. Why not? Which I kind of thought was funny. You know. I'm in Thailand and you're not. Why not? I don't mean it like that. You know, I don't mean it like him, and I don't think he meant anything by it. I think he just meant, listen, I'm over here having a good time doing my thing, and why aren't you doing your own thing, having a good time? I don't think he necessarily meant, why aren't you in, you know, Togo, Africa, or anything like that. I don't think he meant it that way. Okay, Lake Atalan, Guatemala. Okay. Why are you not here? Because I don't want to be. I'd rather be somewhere else. I can pick other places that I'd rather go. But, you know, quite a few people love Thailand. Quite a few people love the Philippines. Quite a few people are starting to love Vietnam. And some people like Cambodia. Whatever it is. Personally, I want to get out to Southeast Asia. I want to get out of here. Which is, I'm so stoked to go back to the United States. Just to get out of Southeast Asia. I want to experience a different culture. And, you know, to go to Ecuador, that's just icing on the cake. And I'm happy to be able to go there with my kids because they'll get to see something. You know, they're used to Asian culture. They're used to it. I mean, they've been to the United States, so they know about America, but they don't know about South America. So, you know, I plan for a trip every 3 months, looking at Nepal in July. Yeah, I really like Nepal a lot. If I was a single guy, I don't think my wife would dig Nepal too much. I liked it. It had nothing to do with women or anything. I just liked the people, like the mountains and everything like that. You know, I could see being there for a short time, you know, spending 6 months there, a year there. I could see that. Nice place. But anyway, I digress. Beer is in Bangkok, Thailand. Why aren't you? There's a guy here, this guy over here, I don't know if you can see him. I think, maybe you can see him, I don't know. The guy walking with the girl he's got the striped shirt. I think the guy's from Finland, and he came up to me and he said, what do I need to do to live here? He asked me, the girl had seen me around, she's got a couple of kids, and she comes in the Starbucks once in a while and says hello or whatever. And the guy was like, well, what do I need to do to live here? I want to move here. So I gave him, you know, a little 411, the quick, the down and dirty response. And I don't know if he lives here now or not. I have no idea. Eventually I'll see the girl, but she'll be alone at some point, and I'll say something to her and ask her, what's going on with your boyfriend? Anyway, I think this stream has run its course. We'll have another one from a new location, not in Bangkok. A beautiful location, a wonderful location. And yeah, a couple of videos coming up. So, you know, there's some stuff going on. Anyway, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Yada, yada, yada. Get yourself a t-shirt. Use the PayPal. Become a Patreon patron. Become a member of my channel. You know, my channel was building up members. Now it's plateaued. I still like to get 50 members. First, I'd like to get 40. I think I'm at like 36 or something. I'd like to get 40. And then I'll go for 50. But if you would be so kind, if you want to help the channel out, you want to help me out, I'd appreciate it. And other than that, I think that's all I have. If anybody has any last minute questions, let me know. I don't know, Argentina is playing who? I don't even know who they're playing. Tells you how much I follow football. Brazil? I don't know. I have no idea who they're playing. Does Gennaro know? Anyway, thank you to all the knuckleheads, chowderheads, and good people out there. Appreciate it. I will see you when I see you. So, until next time, I am Scott, still in Bangkok. Chok di leo jerkan mai, all that good stuff. I will see you soon. Alrighty? See you later, Andy. See you later to all. 2Q Asia, Gennaro, Fire Dude, everybody else in here. See you later. Adios. Arrivederci.